Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Today's question comes from Carlos in Texas, and he gives us some context from a Newsweek article that I'll read first, and then his question. The federal government will accept Venmo payments from citizens who want to help pay off the national debt. The Treasury has begun accepting Venmo transactions as contributions toward the national debt, which currently stands at $36 trillion. I made it through that, James, without laughing. But now Carlos's question based on this excerpt. What is your opinion on the new option of being able to voluntarily Venmo the U.S. government to help pay down the national debt? Well, my opinion comes from one of my favorite movies where Anthony Hopkins plays this old man who's had a stroke. And now it hits. I said it's one of my favorite movies. What is that movie where Brad Pitt's in it and he's the old and they're coming for his land? Yeah. Somebody bail me out, James. What is that movie name?
Legends of the Fall.
Legends of the Fall.
That's
and
it,
they
yeah.
come over and his son comes up to old Anthony Hopkins who suffered a stroke and he has a chalkboard around his neck. That's how he communicates with his family. And they say, Dad, they're offering us land. The government's offering us money for our land. And he says, his mouth is all crooked, and he leans in. He says, "Screw 'em! Screw 'em!" That's my answer. That's my answer. Are you kidding me? The government came up with this idea that we're going to Venmo my money when they already taxed me too much, Dave? My blood pressure's unhealthy.
It's not good for you.
Take the ball away from me.
This is bad for you, Ken. I could tell. This is not, your mental health now, Ken.
Dave, I need to take the rest of the show off. My mental health is too fragile right now. I've not heard this. Have you heard of this?
Yeah. I think it's wonderful because there's always some idiot out there who says that everyone should pay their fair share, and I would be willing to pay more. Someone always says that when they're talking about tax the rich. Right?
Yeah, oh, sure.
And so I always wanted them, we had that argument many years ago here in the state of Tennessee. We ran a governor out of office that tried to bring in a state income tax, and he was confused, and the people here didn't want that. And
so glorious.
Anyway, so yeah, but there were all these libbies that were saying, like, oh, well, I would pay more. And we're like, well, you can. Just send them a check, you doofus.
Right.
And so if you want to pay more because you just think that this is the whole thing's such a great operation, then sign up for Venmo, baby. Have at it. But the rest of us who have something akin to common sense would be like, screw you.
Right. It's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life.
Gotta be kidding. Yeah, here's the thing. 49% of Americans pay zero
that's right.
federal income tax. Did you know that? 51% of us carry the whole thing.
That's not helping my blood pressure,
zero
Dave.
Federal income tax.
Oh.
So please don't talk to me about fair share ever again.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll help you with this. So everybody ought to be paying something.
Yeah.
I don't care if you make $5 and you pay a nickel. I don't care. You ought to be paying a little something. Everybody pays a little something. And, and so we can start arguing about flat tax now, and that would be fair. If I pay 10% of my income and you pay 10% of your income, and I make a lot more, so I pay a lot more. That's fair. The way it is now is not fair. So, but it's not equitable. But anyway, so yeah, if you want to pay some more into the government, I think if you're the type of person that believes this is a good idea, I think you should do it.
You know what? That's actually true. If you're that stupid, then you shouldn't have any money anyway. So go ahead and send it to the same organization that ran up the debt to $36 trillion and steaming towards $40 trillion. It's the most. It's just nonsensical. So sure, you should do that.
They just did that to just for you and me.
Is that a fake question? Is that just to see if
100% real? But I knew it would be gold with y'all too.
I feel like I need a whole bottle of Pepsid AC just chewing on them after that question. Yikes.
Create your free EveryDollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.